So you want to talk about magic? Let's get one thing straight. A magician is a performer. They are a person who claims to have special knowledge or a special skill. This isn't just about pulling a rabbit out of a hat, though that's part of the game for some of us. We're talking about a fundamental human desire to understand and control the world. Some magicians, the ones you might find in history books or small villages, believe they can actually influence the forces of nature. Others, like my buddy Teller and me, know it's all about skill, misdirection, and a deep understanding of how your brain works. The goal is always to create an effect, to make an audience believe, even for a moment, that the impossible is happening right in front of them. It's a powerful and frankly very cool job. The core of magic, real or staged, is belief. The magician's first job is to make you believe in them. They need to be seen as someone special, someone who knows secrets you don't. This is why the performance itself is so critical. It's not just about the trick, it's about the entire presentation. A magician directs their performance at an audience. That audience could be a crowd in a Las Vegas theater, a single person seeking a cure, or even unseen spirits they hope to command. The magician's power, or the illusion of it, comes from their ability to hold that audience captive. They control the narrative, they set the rules, and they deliver the payoff. It's a very specific kind of theater, one of the oldest kinds, really. Why do they do it? Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? For some, it's about serving a community. They use their craft to bring rain for crops, or to protect a village from harm. They are a vital part of their society, a problem solver. For others, it's about power and influence. Being the person who can supposedly curse your enemies gives you a certain status. And for people like me, it's about entertainment. It's about the joy of creating a puzzle so perfect, so beautiful, that the audience loves not being able to solve it. We do it to challenge your perceptions, to make you question what's real, and ultimately, to have a whole lot of fun. The magician stands apart from the crowd. Whether they are seen as a wise healer, a dangerous sorcerer, or a clever entertainer, they are different. This separation is key. You can't be just another guy on the street and command the kind of attention magic requires. The magician cultivates an air of mystery. They have knowledge passed down through generations, or they have practiced a single sleight-of-hand move for 10,000 hours. In both cases, they have something you don't. This distinction is the foundation upon which all magic is built. It's the invisible stage that separates the performer from the audience, creating the space where wonder can happen. Now let's talk about the prep work. You don't just walk out and do magic, there are conditions. For a traditional magician, preparing for a rite is a serious business. It's a lot like how a priest prepares for a sacred ceremony. They have to make the moment special, to separate it from the mundane, everyday stuff of life. This is where rituals come in. These can be specific diets, like avoiding certain foods for a week. They might involve abstaining from sex. The idea is to purify the body and focus the mind. It's about getting into the right headspace, making yourself a worthy vessel for the powerful forces you're about to mess with. It's a way of telling yourself and the universe that this is important. The clothes make the magician, or at least they help sell the act. Special garments are another way to create that separation between the ordinary and the magical. Think about it. A judge wears a robe. A doctor wears a white coat. A magician might wear an elaborate cloak, a specific color, or special symbols. These clothes aren't just for show, though they are definitely part of the show. They act as a uniform, signifying the magician's role and authority. When they put on those clothes, they are stepping into their persona. It's a powerful psychological trigger for both the performer and the audience. It says, pay attention. Normal rules no longer apply here. For a stage magician, the rituals are different, but just as important. My preparation doesn't involve fasting, but it does involve practice. Hours and hours and hours of it. The ritual is the endless rehearsal, honing a move until it's so smooth it becomes invisible. My special garments might be a custom-tailored suit that helps me hide a prop, not a mystical robe. The rules I follow are about sightlines, timing, and audience management. The goal is the same, though, to create a controlled environment where the illusion can thrive. My success depends entirely on my skill and my ability to fool you. So my rituals are all about perfecting that deception. These strict conditions serve a crucial purpose. They build drama and perceived efficacy. When an audience sees a magician going through elaborate preparations, it raises the stakes. It makes the magic feel more powerful and more significant. If a healer has to fast for 3 days and chant for an hour just to perform a ritual, people are more likely to believe in its power. It's not just some casual thing. The effort implies value. It frames the magic as something difficult and rare, and therefore more likely to be real. It's all part of the performance, building suspense before the grand finale. So, what's all this magic for? It's not just one thing. Magic can be a tool, and like any tool, it can be used to build or to break. Let's start with the good stuff. This is called productive or protective magic. Think of a farming community performing a ritual to ensure a good harvest. That's productive magic. They are trying to create a positive outcome to help their people thrive. Or imagine someone wearing an amulet to ward off sickness. That's protective magic. It's a shield. Before a long journey, a person might recite a charm for safety. This kind of magic is about control, about trying to influence the chaotic world to be a little kinder and a little more predictable. Of course, where there is light, there is shadow. The flip side is destructive magic, which most people just call sorcery. This is the stuff of fairy tales and nightmares. It's magic used to cause harm, sickness, or misfortune to an enemy. Usually it's driven by ugly emotions like jealousy or revenge. If a neighbor's crops are doing better than yours, you might be tempted to hire a sorcerer to blight their fields. This kind of magic can be incredibly disruptive to a community, creating suspicion and fear. In many societies, there are also forms of counter-magic designed specifically to undo these curses and restore balance. It's a magical arms race. Then you have my world stage magic. Here, the purpose is entertainment, pure and simple. When I'm on stage, I'm not trying to make it rain or protect you from evil spirits. I'm trying to give you a sense of wonder. I'm using deception, psychology, and physical skill to create an illusion that will delight and baffle you. The success of a stage magician is measured by applause, not by rainfall. We are honest liars. I tell you I'm going to fool you, and then I do. The contract is clear. It's a safe space to experience the impossible because everyone knows deep down that it's a trick. And that's what makes it fun. Magic also serves a social function. It can bring people together. A shared ritual can strengthen the bonds of a community, giving everyone a common purpose and a shared identity. Everyone participating in the Harvest Festival feels like they are part of the same team. But magic can also do the opposite. It can set the magician apart, making them a special, isolated figure. They are the one with the secret knowledge, the one who walks between worlds. This can make them respected, feared, or both. Whether it's a village shaman or a Vegas headliner, the magician is always a little bit outside the norm, and that's a huge part of their appeal. When you look closely, the line between a magician and other spiritual figures gets pretty blurry. Think about a priest, a shaman, or a prophet. They all perform rituals. They all wear special clothes. They all act as intermediaries between the everyday world and a higher power or a spiritual realm. A priest leads a congregation in prayer to ask for a miracle. A shaman enters a trance to find a cure for an illness. A magician recites a spell to command a spirit. Are their actions really that different? Scholars would say that many of the things these figures do fall under the definition of magic. They are all performers on a sacred stage. The key difference often lies in the source of the power and the social structure around it. A priest's authority usually comes from an established religion and a recognized institution. Their rituals are part of a sanctioned system of belief shared by a large community. A traditional magician, on the other hand, often operates more independently. Their power is seen as personal, derived from secret knowledge or a direct pact with supernatural forces. And a stage magician? Our power comes from our own ingenuity and the willingness of the audience to be deceived. We don't claim our tricks come from gods or demons. We claim them from hard work. Ultimately, all these rituals and conditions are about one thing: creating meaning. They transform a simple action into a significant event. By setting magic apart from ordinary life with special rules, clothes, and preparations, we make it feel real and powerful. These acts are expressive. They communicate ideas about power, order, and the human place in the universe. They tell a story, whether that story is about appeasing a god, healing a sick child, or just pulling off an amazing card trick. The performance gives it weight and importance. It's about taking the chaos of reality and creating a moment of focused, intentional wonder. So why are these conditions so important? Because magic is performance art. Without the ritual, the rules, and the role-playing, it's just a set of empty words or clumsy movements. The preparation sanctifies the act. It builds the world where the impossible can seem plausible. It convinces the audience, and sometimes the magician themselves, that something extraordinary is about to happen. Whether the goal is to fool the eye, heal the body, or save the soul, the magic is not just in the result, it's in the entire beautifully crafted performance. And that is a trick we can all appreciate.